Hariom students, I hope all of you are staying safe at home. You maintain 2 meter distance away in public place. Okay. Then what is the meaning of Swamiji saying a serene mind is a mountain of strength? Serene mind എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? ശാന്തമായ മനസ്സ്. അതൊരു ശക്തിയുടെ ഒരു കൊടുമുടിയാണ്. ശാന്തമായ മനസ്സെന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ശക്തിയുടെ ഒരു കൊടുമുടി പോലെയാണ്. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സ് ശാന്തമായിരുന്നാൽ നമുക്ക് ഏത് പ്രവൃത്തി ചെയ്താലും അത് വളരെ ഭംഗിയായിട്ട് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ശാന്തമായ മനസ്സുള്ളവർക്ക് എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളിലും ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നല്ല ഭംഗിയായിട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കും. നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സ് ശാന്തമല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഓരോ പ്രവൃത്തിയും ശരിയാകത്തില്ല അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ ഒരു എക്സാം എഴുതുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സ് അസ്വസ്ഥമായിട്ടാണ് വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് വരുന്നത് വിചാരിച്ചു. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് അപ്പോൾ ആ പരീക്ഷ എഴുതുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ആ ഒരു കോൺസെൻട്രേഷൻ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടത്തില്ല. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ ആ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആലോചിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേ ഇരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് എപ്പോഴും മനസ്സിനെ ശാന്തമാക്കി വെക്കാൻ നമ്മൾ ശ്രമിക്കുക. സന്തോഷം വന്നാലും സങ്കടം വന്നാലും ഒക്കെ നമ്മൾ എല്ലാം ഒരു ലിമിറ്റിൽ കൂടുതൽ ഇതാകാൻ പാടില്ല. എപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ ഒരേപോലെ സമചിത്തതയോടുകൂടി വേണം നമ്മൾ പെരുമാറാനായിട്ട് കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ എപ്പോഴും നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിനെ ശാന്തമാക്കി വയ്ക്കാൻ നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. അപ്പം നമ്മൾക്ക് നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാ പ്രവൃത്തിയിലും നമുക്ക് ഒരു വിജയം ഉണ്ടാകാൻ നമുക്ക് സാധിക്കും. നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സ് ശാന്തമാണ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രവൃത്തിയിലെല്ലാം അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഫലം നമുക്ക് ഒരു മോശമായ ഫലമായിരിക്കും നമുക്ക് കിട്ടും. നമ്മൾ ശരിയായൊരു മനസ്സല്ലാതെ നമ്മൾ ഏത് കാര്യം ചെയ്താലും അതിൽ നമുക്ക് കോൺസെൻട്രേഷൻ കിട്ടത്തില്ല കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് എപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിനെ ശാന്തമാക്കി വയ്ക്കാൻ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. ഓക്കെ. Then today we can study a new formula to find the amount when interest is compounded half yearly. In the last class we have studied how to find the amount when interest is compounded annually. When the interest is compounded annually. So next we study how to find the amount when interest is compounded annually. What is the formula to find the amount when the interest is compounded annually? A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to n. When the interest is compounded annually, the amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to n. Then the amount when interest is compounded half yearly, the formula is P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to 2n. So if the interest is compounded half yearly, the formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to 2n, where R by 2 is the half yearly rate and 2n is equal to number of half years. R by 2 is the half yearly rate and 2n is equal to number of half years. So amount when interest is compounded half yearly is equal to P into half yearly A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to 2n, where R by 2 is half yearly rate and 2n is the number of half years. Remember this formula, okay? Next we can do one example. What amount is to be repaid on a loan of rupees 12,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly? Then here what amount is to be repaid on a loan of rupees 12,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Here what is P? P is equal to rupees 12,000. Then what is the number of years? 1.5 years. 1.5 years. We can change it into improper fraction. 1.5 years. 1.5 years is equal to Devi Krishna. You change it to improper fraction. To change it into improper fraction, you multiply the denominator into the whole. The 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2. That is equal to 1 and 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 1. 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2. That is 2 plus 1 by 2. That is equal to 3 by 2. So 1 and 1 by 2 we can write as 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2 years. Then what is the rate? Rate is equal to 10%. R is equal to 10%. Then we can apply the formula. Madhav Bechu, what is the formula? Here the question is what amount is to be repaid on a loan of rupees 12,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Then what is the formula to find the amount? A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to 2n. We can substitute the values here. Here P is equal to 12,000 into 1 plus R is equal to 10. 10 by 200 the whole raised to 2n, that is 2 into 3 by 2. 2 into 3 by 2. 2 raised here. The formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to 2n. Therefore 12,000 into 1 plus R is 10. 10 by 200 and n is equal to 3 by 2. 2n is equal to 2 into 3 by 2. This 2 and 2 cancel. This 0 and 0 cancel. Then what is our answer? So it is equal to 12,000 into 1 plus 1 by 20 the whole cube. 12,000 into 1 by 1 plus 20 the whole cube. Then what is 1 plus 1 by 20? There can you add this 1 plus 1 by 20? We take the LCM. So it is equal to LCM is 20. 20 into 1 is 20. 20 plus 1 the whole cube. Or we can write as 12,000 into 21 by 20 the whole cube. Or it is equal to 12,000 into 21 into 21 into 21 by 20 cube by 20 into 20 into 20. Here we can divide it by 2. This 0, we can cancel these zeros. Then 12 by 2 is 6. Then here it is equal to 21 into 21, 21 by 2 into 2. So 21 into 6, what is 21 into 6? 21 into 6 is 'So we can divide this 6 by 2. 2 3s are 6. So it is equal to 3 into 21 into 21 into 21 by 2. Or it is equal to, amount is equal to 3 into 21. What is 3 into 21? 3 into 21 is, Arsana, 63. 63 into 21 into 21. We know that what is 21 square? The square of 21 is there. 21 square is 441. So 63 into 441. Then there is a 2 here by 2. Then 441 into 63. It is equal to 3 plus 2 8 7 2770. Then divide it by 2. How many times? 2 1 time. So it is equal to 1 time. 1 into 2 is 2. Then 7 how many times? 2 3s are 6. Then 1 7. 2 8s are 16. Then 1 8. 2 9s are 18. Then also 3. 2 1 is equal to 2 1 is equal to 2, then remainder 1, then we put a point here 5 times. So it is equal to 13,891.5. 13,891.5. So it is equal to 13,891.5. Therefore amount is equal to 13,891 by 5. Then can you say what is the compound interest? Therefore compound interest is equal to his if the amount and principal are known, how will you find the compound interest? Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. That is 13,891.5 minus 12,000 is equal to 13,891.5 minus 12,000. Then what is our answer? 5, 1, 9, 8, 1. That is 1,891. 1,891.5 rupees. So it is equal to, amount is equal to rupees 13,891, and the compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So it is equal to 1,891.5. So if the interest is compounded half yearly, the formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to A. So remember the formula. Okay. Next question. Calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 8,000 for 1 year at 9% per annum compounded half yearly. Then what is the formula to find the amount if the interest is compounded half yearly? Adityan, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to, not 100, R by 200 the whole raised to A. Then here what is P here? P is equal to 8,000. Then N is the, what is N here? N is equal to, Madhavas, N is equal to 1. Then R is equal to, Fatima, R equals 9%. 9. Then we can apply the formula here. Therefore, A is equal to 8,000 into 1 plus 9 by 200 the whole raised to 2n, that is 2 into 1. That is equal to 8,000 into 1 plus 9 by 200. We cannot cancel this 9 and 200, so we can add it directly. Okay. Then what is 1 plus 9 by 200? 1 plus 9 by, what is the LCM? Devada's LCM is 200. So 200. Then 200 into 1 is 200 plus 9 the whole square. Or we can write as 8,000 into 209 by 200 the whole square. 8,000 into 209 by 200 the whole square. Or it is equal to 8,000 into 209 into 209 by 200 into 200. You can cancel this. Then 80 by 2 is 40. Then here also 40 into 5 is 200. So it is 5. Then what is our answer? So it is equal to 209 into 209 divided by 5. 209 into 209. Then here 0. Here 0. Then you start from the third place. No need to write 0 here. Then start from the third place. Then it is equal to 2 into 9, 80. 4. 1, 8. 43,681. 209 the whole, 209 the whole square. That is 200 and 209 into 209. Okay. 9 into 209. That whole divided by 5. Okay. Then here 0. Then starting from the next place. 2 9s are 80. 8. Then 2 0 0 1. 2 2s are 4. So 209 is 43,681. Then divide it by 5. So it is equal to 43,861 divided by 5. Then here there is a 5 also. And then 5 8s are 40. Balance 3, 8. 5 7s are 36. Then 2, 26. 5 5s are 25. Then 1, 11. 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 5 twos are 10. Then there is a balance 1. Then put a point and then 10. 5 twos are 10. So it is equal to 8752.2. So it is equal to 8752.2. So our answer is 8700. The amount is equal to 8752.2. Therefore, 209 into 209. And here 0. 2 9s are 18. 43,681. Then 43,681 divided by 5. 43,681 divided by 5. 3, 36, 5 7s are 35, then 1, 18, 5 3s are 15, then 3, 31, 5 6 are 30, then remainder 1, then we put a point here, then have answer. Then it is 8,736, 8,736.2. Then the amount is equal to 8,736.2. Then what is our compound interest? Therefore, compound interest is equal to what is the compound interest? Mother's I is equal to amount minus principal. Amount minus A minus P. What is the amount? Amount is equal to 8,736.2 minus 8,000. So it is equal to rupees 736.2. 736.2. So the what is the here amount is equal to, if the interest is compounded half yearly, the formula is amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 the whole raised to N. Here P is equal to 8,000, N is equal to 1 and R is equal to 9. Therefore amount is equal to 8,000 into 1 plus 9 by 200 the whole raised to 2N. That is 2 into 1. So it is equal to 8,000 into 200 plus 9 by 200 the whole square. Or it is equal to 8,000 into 209 by 200 the whole square. Cancelling what we get, it is equal to 209 into 209 by 5. That is equal to 8,736.2. Then compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. That is equal to 8,736.2 minus 8,000. That is equal to rupees 736.2. So the compound interest is 7,736.2 and the amount is 8,736.2. So you remember, if the interest is compounded, here the half yearly, the formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to 2N, where R by 2 is the rate of interest and N is the number of years, P is the principal. You remember the formula, okay? Then if the amount is found, then what is the formula to find the compound interest? Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. You remember it, okay? We can do more questions in the next class. Assignments will be given through Google Classroom. Thank you and hello.